Hello, everyone. It gives me great pleasure and joy to officially welcome you to the first ever episode of After Hours. I'm your host, Jacob Ducoli. No, it's not pronounced like E. coli, not broccoli, not Bacardi, Ducoli. You're gonna forget that in about 20 seconds, but I don't blame you because I forgot to floss tonight. For the 90% of you who don't know who I am, yes, this is my real hair. No, you can't touch it with your grubby hands. And no, I won't be your daddy. And for the 10% who do know who I am, hi, Grandma and Grandpa. Seeing as you, the viewers, and I will be very acquainted over the next year, I think it's appropriate to take the time for you guys to get to know me a little bit better as I spill some of my deepest, darkest secrets from my sleazy, slimy past right here, right now. Number one, when I was a kid, I used to run around my house with a blanket on my head pretending I was a girl because girls know where it's at. Number two, I'm allergic to tree nuts, but that didn't stop me from slapping on a glob of Nutella on a slice of Wonder Bread, eating it, and then spending the next hour sitting on my couch and feeling my throat close. Please don't do what I did and respect your allergies. Your health is important. If I shower in the morning, I always brush my teeth in it. You might think that's nasty, but bet every ounce of my sweet ass that your shower has seen worse days. You don't know where it's been. Number four, speaking of showers, I'm feeling especially petty some days, so I won't clean my hair out of the shower drain. Best believe I'm that. Don't try it. Number five, if you look close enough, catch me in the Tim's line on my day, any day, mouthing Nicki lyrics with my paper-thin Caucasian lips. Number six, I have abnormally long nose hairs that I will consistently blame genetics for. Thanks, Dad. Number seven, I'm obsessed with peanut butter. This isn't really embarrassing, just hit me up if you have any surplus of PB. Help me help you. Number eight, when I was younger, I wouldn't catch myself when I fell down, and that's why I have bumps protruding from my forehead. Number nine, I've been involved in theater for 11 years now, but I hate show tunes with a passion. Don't rain on my parade. Number 10, lastly, I excessively eat chia seeds because being regular is important. Eat your fiber, guys. I've always wanted to host my very own late night show. Why, you may ask? Because I love attention. But what I also love, almost as much, is providing y'all with the entertainment and the 411 you need and desire and thrive off of. I see some of you messy girls. I know you want tea spilled, and that's exactly what we're going to give you in this show. So let's not waste any more time. I'm very excited to get this show started with some very special guests, Sterzinger and Jazmine Boswell, both e-board members and producers for Little Theater's upcoming production of Anatomy of Grey. So stick around for a lit evening. You won't regret it.
Hi, I'm Drew Sassala, president of the Canisius College Anime Club, here with Griffin TV for a game that we're gonna call, is this name the name of a celebrity baby or the name of a Pokemon? The game. Okay, so first we'd like for our contestants to introduce themselves. So, first.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm Renna.
Okay. So, are you ready to play, is this name the name of a celebrity baby or the name of a Pokemon? The game.
Yes. Sure.
Okay, so first I'm going to read to you a name, and then you need to tell me if it's a celebrity baby name or the name of a Pokemon, and we're not going to tell you the correct answer until both of you have given it a choice. So, Phil and Gore.
Baby name. Baby name.
Yes, Phil and Gore. Next up, Mana. Baby name or Pokemon name?
Pokemon. Say it again.
Mana.
Sorry. Baby name.
The answer is that it is a Pokemon name. Mana is a 5th generation Pokemon and it's the Psychic type. Next up, celebrity baby name or Pokemon name, Daisy Boo.
Baby name. Baby name.
It is a baby name, that is correct. Next up, Pokemon name or baby name, Luxio.
Pokemon. Pokemon.
That is correct. Luxio is the electric lion Pokemon from the 4th generation of Pokemon. Okay, next up, celebrity name or Pokemon name, Sunflora.
Pokemon. Pokemon.
Sunflora is a Pokemon. It is the sunflower Pokemon. Next up, celebrity baby name or Pokemon name, Sergio.
Baby name? Both?
Neither of you sound very sure. Which is it?
Baby name. Baby name.
Sergio is a celebrity baby name. That is correct. Next up, Pokemon name or celebrity baby name. Dweezil.
Pokemon. Pokemon.
I'm sorry, but neither of you are correct. Dweezil is a celebrity baby name. There's some weird ones out there. Next up, Pokemon name or baby name. Flabebe.
Baby name. Baby name.
I'm sorry, but neither of you are correct. Flabebe. It looks like a grass type, but it is just a fairy type Pokemon introduced in the 6th generation.
Fairy type Pokemon now.
Yep, there are fairy types. There's a lot. Okay, next up, Pokemon name or celebrity baby name. Staravia.
Pokemon. Pokemon.
That is correct. Staravia is the middle evolution of the 4th generation's main bird Pokemon. Next up, celebrity baby name or Pokemon name. Frostlass.
Pokemon.
You don't sound very sure of yourself there.
I'm gonna stick with it though.
Okay, and Arena?
Pokemon.
Frostlass is a Pokemon. It is the only ghost and ice type. Next up, Pokemon name or baby name. Sarina.
Baby name. Baby name.
I'm sorry, but neither of you is correct. Sarina is a Pokemon introduced in the most recent, the 7th generation, and its signature ability is Serene Grace. It looks like a queen. Next up, Pokemon name or baby name, Your Majesty.
Baby name. Pokemon.
Only one of you is correct, and Your Majesty is a celebrity baby name. Okay, and this is our last one. Celebrity baby name or Pokemon name, Hirani.
Baby name. Baby name.
You are both correct. Hirani is a celebrity baby name. That's all of our questions for now. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you for having us. Yep.
Okay, we are ready to announce our winners, and the winner from the game today was both of you. So we have 2 prizes. Thank you both for playing so much. Are you both excited to have won?
Yay!
Glad to hear it. Once again, thank you. I'm Drew Sasla, president of the Canisius College Anime Club, and thank you for being with us for the game that we called Is This Name the Name of a Celebrity Baby or the Name of a Pokemon? The Game.
Welcome back, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Sarah Sterzinger and Jazmine Boswell. Now, I just want to start off with, what was your fashion inspiration for today? Because you guys are giving me very much American Horror Story Coven.
Honestly, I have to do laundry, so this is what was left. So here we are.
I was wearing like a flannel earlier, and I thought that was too hot for this room, so I just put on a black shirt. Other than that, yeah.
Yeah, girls, I'm sweating. It's disgusting. I don't know. But okay, so walk us through Anatomy of Grey. It's obviously Little Theater's upcoming show. Give us show dates. Give us a brief synopsis. What's going down?
Okay, so Anatomy of Grey is not about doctors, kind of. It's not like set in an ER. It's set in like the 18th, 19th century Indiana, where everyone is very poor. It's kind of like pre-Dust Bowl. So they're like very poor and they don't have a doctor near them. So everyone just kind of like gets along with their life, and suddenly there's a storm and a tornado, and it brings a hot air balloon to Indiana, and a man falls out of the hot air balloon, and surprise, he's a doctor. So he's like, yeah, I can cure everyone. Like, what do you need? Like, what do you want? And so so he says that no one will die on his watch because he's like a very skilled doctor. But a plague breaks out, and surprise, everyone is sick, and it's just mayhem. So it's a pretty fun story. Our show dates are October 19th, 20th, 21st, 26th, 27th, and 28th. All the show dates are at 8 p.m., and we have a matinee on the last day at 2 p.m. So it's free, so you don't have to pay for anything. So
Nice.
yeah.
And that's what we like.
Yes.
So what you're saying is Anatomy of Grey is not Grey's Anatomy?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, sorry, that would be way too expensive.
The only connection within the show is that there just happens to be a doctor.
Right, one doctor,
One
not like
doctor.
a lot
Okay.
of doctors. Yeah, so we do what we can.
Wonderful. And now both of you are producers for this show.
Yes.
So give us the gist on that. How's that going? How are your stress levels?
Well, right now they're actually doing pretty well because a lot of our like prod stuff is actually like before their deadline, which is really good. But as producers, we're pretty much ahead of like the head of all of prod staff. So hair, makeup, lights, and sound, and we're there to make sure that they're getting their job done before we actually start putting the show together completely. So we make sure that props has an idea of what our director wants the show to need, and hair and makeup and costumes and everything like that. So we're kind of just making sure everyone gets their job done. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And how do you guys manage the cast?
Email.
Email.
We're actually very close with everyone who's like, at least like the head of lights or like head of sound and cast. But it's a lot of communication, I guess. So we have meetings at least like every other week, and we try to make sure that everyone is communicating with us if they have any problems. Or we're always in the club room anyway, so they always know that they're there if they have any problems. So that's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of club rooms, I was walking down the third floor of Old Main, and I could hear you guys from the basement of the student center. So give me the rundown of the club room. What's going on there? What are the vibes? Like, you guys are having a pretty good time.
It's a club room. I mean, like, we try to live up to that name, you know? No, but we actually a few years ago, the club room used to be very quiet, and like no one would play music, no one would sit in there, and so like as we like started getting older, like our grade, we started playing music, and then that led to more people coming in, and then since we're just theater people and we don't know how to like turn off projection, we just kind of build up off of each other, and so there's music playing, there's people laughing and yelling, and it just kind of boils down to that, and we're sorry to everyone.
Yeah, no, we're so sorry.
We really don't notice that we're doing it till it's too late.
We pride like our club room on being like a safe zone.
Yeah.
So like anything you ever want to talk about or you just feel strongly about, you're willing to just say it safely, knowing that no one will like judge you as much as you believe everyone would. So we pride ourselves on being very open people, which as theater kids is kind of comes with the name, but we just love to talk and just be really loud and weird about things, and everyone in the club has that special weirdness about them that we all enjoy. So it's really cool to see, especially like people who aren't in the club want to just like come in and have a conversation.
And it's totally fine.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, come on, like there's room. Like
There's room.
we kind of run out of seats sometimes.
We luckily switched around the room this year to like try and create like a more open space, but like we've been getting a lot of like random kids and like just coming in, saying hi, writing things on our board. So
and they always apologize, like, oh, I'm not part of LT, but it's like, it's really okay. Like, we don't mind.
We're not like extremely exclusive. Or, like we like to allow other people to come in. So that's really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our club room.
Wonderful, thank you. So you guys are both, I would say, seasoned vets of the theater community. What would be your funniest / most embarrassing story?
Oh, God. Okay.
That's a good question. You go first.
No, you go first. Okay. Okay, I can think of one. This was from high school. I was in Little Shop of Horrors, and there's a scene where Seymour is going to kill the dentist. So he pulls out a gun, and he's like holding it there, and he's like debating in his head if he should kill him or not. And in my production, so they're standing there and they're wrestling over this gun, and it breaks in half. And we still have like a good 3 minutes left with this gun. So my friends, they're like holding this thing, like trying to hold it together, but also look menacing with it. And like, it was just a mess. And they were just wide-eyed staring at each other for a good like 30 seconds. Like, what do we do?
That's what you do when you're in live theater. You freeze.
You panic. You
Don't
panic
do
internally. You don't say anything, but you make eye contact. And you're like, we're screwed.
The great thing though is like everyone's always able to stay in character.
Yes.
So you're like freaking out in your character, and you're like, I don't know what to do. But Mine is also from high school.
Oh, okay.
I was a stage manager for a majority of my high school career. Like, I didn't like being on stage. So my first ever show being head stage manager, we did Annie. And in the back, the reason they chose me for stage manager was because they thought I was the strongest minded. I was able to control the room, and like I wouldn't freak under pressure. So we had these giant flats in the back that like symbolized like city landscape, and in order to hold up one of these flats, you had to set a brick on top of like like a little support piece of wood. So I was having a particularly frantic day and dropped it on my hand and my foot at the same time.
Oh my God.
It's funny now that I think about it, but like at the moment it wasn't.
Yeah.
So like the scene already started, like lights are up, so I can't get off the stage. So you just see a girl in the back in a ball crying, like in the shadow. And I'm still wearing my headset, so you can hear our director like in the sound booth, like, Jazmine, you gotta bring it together. You gotta do it. You're off stage in like 5 minutes. Just hold it together. Act like a land piece, like just stop.
Oh my God.
And like now that I think about it, it's hilarious because things like that happen all the time on stage, and you kind of just have to move on and like learn from it, especially as a stage manager. But at the time, it was like the worst thing I could have ever done. It was extremely embarrassing, but I think it's hilarious now.
You lived.
I lived. I'm still here, and I'm still doing
yes.
theater because of it. So
I would have dropped.
I would have. Sorry,
right.
I can't do it anymore. Like that's it.
Okay, so very last question.
Yes.
How much do you guys like marshmallows?
Oh no. Why? I like them enough, I guess.
Is there chocolate involved?
Sadly, no. But stay with us because after the break, Sarah, Jazmine, and I will be playing a very friendly and probably disgusting game of Chubby Bunny. Stay with us.
To achieve more than you ever thought possible? At Canisius College, you can. A Canisius education is packed with extraordinary opportunities like top-level scientific research, global service experiences, and real-world connections. Want to intern at a Fortune 500 company? Want to get into the best medical and law schools? Want to be a champion for social justice? You can. Here.
Sorry, when you got up, it's like.
Oh, yeah.
To save your Friday nights.
Is that good? I'm sorry. It's like.
What are you laughing at?
I forgot the line. Yeah. All right, welcome back, guys. And I'm glad that this is being televised because this is going to be the death of probably not only myself, but you guys as well.
Yes, definitely.
It's appropriate that we're all wearing black today. So, Chubby Bunny, the rules are each of us, one at a time, are going to shove one marshmallow into our mouths and say the word Chubby Bunny and pray that we don't choke on these.
Sweet God.
So, we're going to get started. I don't know how to open up plastic bags, but we're just going to shove my finger in here. All right. I guess I'll go first. We'll go down the line. Good luck.
Thank you.
Best of
Thank
luck.
you as well.
Good luck to you.
Good luck.
Any last words?
Mom,
sorry.
I love you. I'm sorry.
Oh God, don't rewatch this.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll all take one. And
Yeah,
then we'll just,
that's
okay.
good. Okay.
Should we all do it together?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think we should.
Ready?
That's appropriate.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Chubby
Chubby
Bunny.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already choking. This is good. Okay.
Okay.
Hate
Number two.
marshmallows.
Okay.
Okay.
So mad.
Chubby bunny.
Chubby Bunny.
I'm gonna hate marshmallows after this. Like,
I already do.
Sorry. Oh
Okay.
my God.
okay.
Okay,
right.
it's fine. I'm gonna choke. I'm already choking.
Chubby Bunny. Don't zoom in on me. Don't do this to me.
Oh my God. This is fine. This is fine.
I'm great.
I have
Number
no.
4.
Okay, 4.
What?
Chubby Bunny.
Oh my god.
Is anybody else sweating?
Yeah.
My jaw hurts. Thank you.
I'm not gonna make it.
All right, number 5.
Oh. Everybody. I'm like,
We're gonna keep going. Sarah, don't quit on me. Oh, Jasmine.
Guys, we got 7.
Oh my god.
Was it 7 or 8? I can't remember.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I stopped breathing on paper.
I hope none of you were vegan.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god. Okay, well, that's that on that. Now that we're all nice and sticky.
Oh my god, what a life-changing moment.
Wonderful. So, thank
feel
you
closer.
to the audience for sharing this experience with us. I'm currently crying.
Yes.
But thank you guys so much for being
Yes,
here.
totally.
Thank you
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for sacrificing your lives to come to be funny with me.
Yeah, we really did. Yeah.
No problem.
I really appreciate it. But thank you again for being here. I really appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Yes,
thank you for having us.
I got a great idea for the Camaro commercial. We start in that desert, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, what car is that? And then it's like, bam!
Whoa.
Super fast.
And mirrors, a whole bunch of mirrors.
I guess. But maybe it's a woman that's driving.
Hot.
Totally hot. She's blonde.
Redhead.
Or a redhead. You know, we should be in the city.
Driving fast.
Screeching through the streets.
Dodging hay bales.
No, she's in a city. I don't know why you'd have hay. But what about a chase?
Yeah, with bad guys. And a helicopter.
Right, yeah, all that stuff. It's right behind her. They're catching up. This is where the energy is, man.
Yeah, they chase her onto a roof and she flies off.
Dude, she just flies off a building?
Picture it.
Yeah, I'm picturing disaster. Like, we need an ending.
I got it. Car lands, she drives up, she's a teacher.
Ah, teacher.
Hi, guys.
Hey, hi, Miss Evelyn. I did not see that coming.
And then...
The announcer says,
The 426 horsepower Camaro.
and then we're done.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to my very special guests, Sarah and Jazmine. What a way to pop my cherry. If you get the chance, please come and see and support Little Theater's production of Anatomy of Grey, coming to the Marie Midday Theater, October 19th, 20th, and 21st, as well as the 26th, 27th, and 28th. I know it's not Grey's Anatomy, and I'm very upset, but it's going to be a great show that you won't want to miss. If you'd like to be a guest on our show, hit us up here at GTV. Tell us why you'd like to come on and if you have anything to promote. Or if you're just looking to chill and you know where it's at, then let's go. Thank you to the crew here tonight that made all of this possible with all of their hard work. Lastly, thank you to you, the viewers, which I'm hoping is plural, fingers crossed. It was dope, and I hope to see you back for round 2. Signing off, I'm Jacob Ducoli, but if you didn't like this show, then I'm Julie Chen. Good night, house guests, and stay saucy.